Miss King, the science queen. King. Hi, how are you? I thought I would get in character like Bill Nye. I'm really excited about this. It's always a real Princeton party, but everyone is now welcome in. I am excited. I hope everyone is staying safe and warm and healthy. But I do want to get into teaching. So, we left off on natural selection. I'm going to teach it a little Dora the Explorer to give you time to think about your response. But we left off on natural selection. Natural selection is what? Natural selection is being able to take out the good qualities to create the next generation. What does that mean? That's kind of confusing. So maybe there was an adaptation that a snake made 5,000 years ago. So maybe snakes had a certain color yellow, for example. Maybe snakes with the color yellow now are extremely rare. Why? Because predators over time were able to see that yellow snake, pick it out of the field, and as a result, more brown and black snakes tended to survive. That is an example of natural selection and specifically an adaptive trait. A trait that's been adapted and passed down so that that species is more likely to survive. So, what is our standard of the day? The standard, parents and students, is MS LS2 4. Ecosystems are dynamic in nature. Their characteristics can vary over time. Disruptions to any physical or biological component of an ecosystem can lead to shifts in all populations. Kind of looking at what we have going on now, right? Not to scare anyone, but hey, it seems like the people that are really conquering this are the people that were built to survive it, right? So strong, getting good rest, being healthy, sleeping, that's just how it goes. And it's the same way in the natural world, in the animal world as well. So, where we left off, and I'm actually gonna post this online too. When we were in class, we were talking about poisonous newts. Poisonous newts have become more poisonous over time. Go ahead and tell your parent why if you're in 8th grade. I feel very Dora, this is exciting. So yes, actually the poisonous newts became more poisonous over time because through natural selection, poison is what has been keeping them alive. So the newts that had less poison ended up getting like extinct, not necessarily extinct, but they ended up dying off. They weren't able to participate as much. So, I'm in Amplify. I don't know if you all can reach Amplify. If you can, this is gonna be really helpful for us because you'll be able to go through all of the steps and then hand in your assignments. But that's okay, I'm still gonna go over, ooh, my battery's about to die. Hold on. Y'all cannot get this to work. So all of my batteries died, my phone battery and both my computers, but that's okay. I wanna go over the vocab words. So make sure you have your pencil and paper. If you don't have it, go get it now. It's not what I want to be in. What am I doing? Okay. Give you about 30 more seconds. This is what I want. Okay, so these are some vocab words. Ooh, I'm not gonna get all those words. These are some vocab words that I want you to have under your belt as we go through this. Here we go. Adaptive trait. The word is adaptive trait. An adaptive trait is a trait that makes it more likely that an individual will survive in a specific environment. An adaptive trait is a trait that makes it more likely that an individual will survive in a specific environment. I am also going to post the investigation notebook pages so you have access to this when you are going through the lesson. The next word cause. The next word is cause. I'm going to split this screen. Bear with me. I'm trying to get my life together. Okay. So a cause is an event or process that leads to a result or a change. An event or process that leads to a result or a change. There we go. Okay. Now I want money. I need Miss Higgins. She knows how to do all this stuff. Good. Next word, distribution. Distribution. Distribution is the number of individuals with each trait in a population. So the distribution for me could be the number of people with red hair. Probably it's going to be a different color when we come out of hibernation. But the number of individuals with red hair in the Chicagoland area, right? So that would be the number of individuals with each trait in a population. And then we're going to do one more word for today because I do want to space it out. We have a lot of time. I'm going to do a lesson every single day. And that last word is effect. Effect is a result or change that happens because of an event or process. A result or change that happens because of an event or process, right? So let's just give examples of those really quickly. So an adaptive trait. An adaptive trait I feel like I have is melanin, right? And so because my ancestors spent a lot of time in Africa, they've developed an adaptive trait of melanin which absorbs the sun, is not necessarily harmful to my skin, right? So real quick, 30 seconds, brainstorm with your family. What are some adaptive traits you have? Exactly, right? And so it could be the way your teeth are set up. It could be your height, right? So all of these are adaptive traits that have been passed down to make sure you survive at the highest rate possible. Cause. Being in 8th grade, we kind of all know cause and effect, right? So cause is like more so the reason that something happens. It leads to that result or change. And we know that the effect is what that change is going to be. Distribution is how things are distributed out amongst that population, right? So why are the rats in Chicago brown? Why don't we have white rats in Chicago? Well, it's easier to spot white rats, so it's easier for them to become prey to other predators. There are more brown rats because those brown rats can blend in with their environment. Does everybody have it so far? Thumbs up if you got it. Thumbs up if you got it. Okay, good. Let's keep going in our investigation notebook. So I'm actually going to post this into the Google Classroom. So what I want you to, you can't really see it, the glare. Okay, sorry. But I want you to go through this PDN, click in which one you think is correct. I'm going to figure out a way to make sure we can edit it. Actually, you can't edit this PDF. It's already PDF. You can edit this and send it back to me so I can actually have your results. Not only do I have your Google Classroom, but I also have your email. Also, if you're able to pull up Amplify, I can get your results directly there. Once you are done with this, I do want you to log on to IXL. So when you get to IXL, I want you to do natural selection R1. So what that is going to do is going to take you to some informational text, which will also be beneficial for you when it comes to ELA. We already know how I want you to fill out. I want you to go through informational text. First and foremost, parents and students, you always want to unpack the title. When I annotate the title, it's going to let me know what everything in the text is going to be about. Next, I want you to go chunk by chunk, pulling out the key evidence that you need to know. And then finally, getting to that question and stamping it. Parents, I really want you to be mindful and make sure that the child is tying the evidence in to support that correct answer. So, yes, that's the correct answer, but how did you get to that answer? Does everyone understand? Not for understanding. There you go, thank you. So, we went through natural selection. I want to leave it open for questions. You can comment directly in Google Classroom and ask me any questions about this. Natural selection, we kind of went over already, but I think that this should be the first thing that we go over together just to make sure you're back on track. This will be under CAMS Remote Learning, 8th grade, Science, Natural Selection, and then I'm going to put it under 1.4. This will be under 1.4. again with Khan Academy. I think I'm gonna edit it and put some words right here. Yeah. So it'll be IXL RL, and then it'll be the date that I want you to complete the lesson. This was fun. Hopefully I get better with time. My battery's dying. I don't know what was going on. But I also want to be able to upload the documents. So I think I'll take a picture of the notebooks and add them to the YouTube just so you can kind of see as you go through. If ever I was speaking too fast and you didn't get a definition, please let me know. I would send you that definition you need to stamp right away. Well, it's been real and it's been fun. And I'm out. Let's see if the remote works.